Or what's up, top of the evening, man. Top of the morning, still, listen. You already know what it is with me. And of course, I'm in a generation now where everybody likes to be controlling. See, this generation about controlling power, you heard me? It's about that, you heard me? Like, and when people can't control you, they try to control how people view you. You heard me? And sometimes, like, when they can't control you, they try to paint the narrative to people, you heard me? We all know looks could be very, very deceiving. You heard me? I'm a firm believer in that, and I know this. But I'm going here because the only way God will allow you, the universe to line this up, you got to be able to control yourself. You heard me? Listen, bro. People so evil and so slow and retarded now. Look, they can't even control not going on their phone and looking at their page, knowing they don't like you. You heard me? So they're doing that. I can read your thoughts from a mile away. You heard me? So, and it's scary to me because the whole world, like, they want control and power, right? You want control and power. You heard me? You can't even go sit down in church for an hour and a half and get the word of God. You heard me? And sit there and listen. You heard me? But you would sit there and go on somebody's page and scroll on your phone for 3 hours. You heard me? Listen, God be watching all this. He watches the conversations people do. He watches the crosses they throw. Like, they wonder why the universe ain't lining up nothing for them. You heard me? Your morals, what you are doing in the dark. You don't deserve no control over nothing. Let's get that straight, you heard me? So, I'm going here because it's a lot of people looking like, damn, you heard me? You think you got enough control knowing people that took all your money and try to destroy you? Be around people, you know that they try to destroy you and know God got you. You heard me? You ready? I mean, I need to know, can you control yourself like that? Because, see me, I know when you play with me, the heaven's going to move. You heard me? I'm going here because God going to get the glory. That's why he always hides you in a funny way. They always thinking it looking like it ain't about to happen the whole time. It's about to happen. You heard me? Man, looks can be deceiving. I'm telling you this shit. Everything ain't what it look like. You heard me? So, yeah, I'm going here because a lot of people out their mind and they want control things. You can't even control your anger. You can't even handle rejection. You heard me? Yeah, as soon as they reject you, you got low self-esteem. Listen, bro, and this God is my witness. I'm going to tell you how you keep your self-esteem to the roof. All you got to do is remember when you pull that move off you ain't never thought you could pull off. You heard me? Man, looks could be deceiving, dog. You heard me? So stop worrying about what it look like. You heard me? Let's get that straight. Stop worrying about what it look like. And you got to know my confidence comes from what I done pull off. You heard me? That didn't come from what I done put off. My confidence come and from what God done showed me. You heard me? So I'm going here because, see, bro, it's a lot of people out here, bro. Like, they want control and power. You heard me? Let me tell you something. Just like you got power, you heard me? Listen, and I don't mean to get off the subject. It feel good going inside a woman, making love to her, because that's where a man's heaven at. But just as like, listen, look, she needs you to get some power. Yeah, man, listen, bro. And listen, bro, you got to know who you is at all times. Don't never let them make you feel small, like, whole time you the prize. The whole time, look, oh, watch him do this. Look, go do that. And their mind is small. They weak, look, they come way somewhere, look, on the wrong type of time, whole time, you don't even know what you round. You heard me? Yeah, and I'm going to speak to you and everything. You heard me? Yeah, listen, bro. It's crazy because a lot of people want control and power. This is what they want. You heard me? You can't even control yourself. You heard me? You still out here stealing. You heard me? Hey, listen, you still going huddle up in a group talking about somebody you ain't even know. You heard me? Like, it's sad that you want control, right? You can't even control yourself. You heard me? Yeah, you can't even control yourself. So I'm going here because it's like this here, bro. The universe, dog, You heard me? It's gonna bless you on account of how your morals is. You heard me? You only worth the amount you could be trusted. You heard me? See me? I'm like this here, bro. And this God in my witness. I'm in the best shape of my life, though. Like, I promise to God, like, I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm ready for life. See, a lot of people walking in fear. You heard me? Bro, I'm telling you this shit, you heard me? Like, and this God is my witness. You heard me? It's like this with me, you heard me? I'm ready to take on whatever come my way. See, God favor the bold. You heard me? Like, and it's so crazy, like, people really be scared of conflict. You heard me? Sometimes when you go through conflict, sometimes that's how people get understanding. You heard me now? I'm going here because it's like this, bro. It's like this. A lot of people, bro, they want control things. They can't even control themselves. You heard me? Like, they'll come way somewhere, look, and follow you and stuff, look. You heard me? Look. Damn, I'm that powerful? Y'all sending in spies, ain't nothing worth. You heard me? Like, and I couldn't believe, like, out of all people, you heard me? You would try to play me like I could be the one that be crazy. And the whole time I've been holding it down since I've been home. And the only problem I had is when my family tried to steal my money, they were paying people money to try to destroy me at every job I had. And it's all adding up. And they try to hook me up with females and get them to try to destroy me. Ain't none of this work. Heard me? Paid the females that I was in contact with to try to do dirty stuff, say dirty stuff. It's a lot of that was going on, man, behind some money. You heard me? So the universe, which God over the universe, seen what was going on. So by me being innocent for real, the heaven stepped in. So now they got big time people that stepped in. And they had other people that were supposed to handle business. But God got to humble them too. God got to humble them too, you heard me? So it's like that. You heard me? And I'm giving you the game because a lot of people really not knowing that this is why you get blessings. You got to be able to control yourself. You heard me? Control yourself out here. You heard me? Control yourself. Go do something that please God. God said if you do things pleasing to him, he's going to give you the desires of your heart. You heard me? They come way out here. It's 100-something degrees. They come way out here to look at you. You heard me? If you ain't here to protect me, guess what you here to do? Guess what you here to do? Be a mind, just look. You heard, look. And it's so crazy, like, you can see through him, like, I be speaking to him and everything. Well, what's up, how you doing? You heard me? Because you think you slick. You heard me? And it's sad because people out their mind. You heard me? Yeah, they out their mind, bro. A lot of them need to be humble. And it's like, when you play with me, all right, they like, look, this what they do. Oh, I'm about to go try to embarrass him. You about to shame yourself. You done came across one of the greatest of all times, humbly speaking. I'm being honest as I could be. And I expose it because I got to let you know who I am. You heard me now? Once you do that, now you see, oh, he the truth. You heard me? And I'm looking at you totally different now. You heard me? Now I know you one of them. All they got to do is get in your head. Boom. Once they put you on this type of time, look how weak your mind is. Look, hey, go do this. You heard? So you weak. You heard me? So you easy. So you could never come in my cypher because you can be controlled. But you want some control? Man, stop playing game with yourself, man. You heard me? A lot of them play game with themselves and don't even deserve to be in no type of position to control nothing. They can't even control their sexual pleasures. You heard me? When I tell you, hey, bro, it be the weakest ones want some type of control and power. You can't even control yourself. You don't need no control over nothing. Go sit down, go pray to God, and get you some help. Because you that weak. Yeah, I'm speaking up. All I want some control or something. Man, you can't even control yourself. You don't even know how to keep it real. God don't put nobody in power like that. And if you get beside yourself, humble yourself. Because he going to do it. Yeah, he going to do it. A lot of them need to be told by themselves, you heard me? Because I'm sick of me. You heard me? Come around like, come on, man. I don't care how cool you play it. You listen? You know who you messing with? I'll play it where it's so cool. Look at this clown. They came across something that met your match. Now you mad with me and you came for me. You heard me? Don't play with me. Go play with your mom or something. You heard me? So that's another level. You heard me? It's levels to this, man. It's levels to this. So Be mindful of that. In order to control anything, get control of yourself first, man. You heard me? I'm not just making this up, bruh. Listen, bruh, and this God is my witness, you heard me? Everything I say, I can back it up. I'm really awesome like this through the grace of God. When you like, that's all God. Without God, I'm nothing. You listening? Without God, I ain't nothing. So be mindful of that. Amen? So, and if it don't hurt, it don't work. If it don't hurt, it don't work. Stay up. Stay focused, you heard me? I love all y'all. One.